Coffee stains and name chains. I am such a loner. San Francisco bases got me slowly taking over. I can't wait to show you that I'm gonna take it over. Lico, beast mode, 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 Lico, beast mode. This is not a main thing, really I'm a coder. Coffee stains and name chains, I am such a loner. San Francisco bases got me slowly taking over. I can't wait to show you that I'm gonna take it over. Lico, beast mode, 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 Lico, beast mode.
Let's do some Codeforces. Paul, what's up? It's time to grind. Man, I gotta get better at math. That's my main thing. Yo, B, what's up? What's the news? Let's hear it. You got a job? I need to pop my window. Okay. Auto. What's the good news, B? Hopefully you got a job. Woo! Email. Final round interviews at Microsoft. Good luck. You need help prepping? Alpha been doing a lot of the coding interviews. His stuff is popping off right now. Yo, Paul, we're getting that rating up. Yo, congratulations, man. Congratulations, though. That's no joke. Getting the final round, you just gotta lock in. Are you ready for the interviews already? So B, just straight up do like Microsoft tagged. Mertizzi. Yo, Mertizzi, have you done Codeforces before? Yo, Mertizzi. Oh, you never done Codeforces? This is like the #1 competitive programming site. Hold up, let me log in. I'm surprised you never heard of this. What the hell? I got kicked off. Hopefully I didn't get hacked. Because I was beefing somebody on the on one of the blogs. Yo, I'm just trying it out for the first time though. I'll show you it. Let me just log in. Oh, okay, you're trying to learn low level? Yeah. What I've been doing lately is I just been trying to do contests. I want to get to Yo, what up? Appreciate you. Thanks for the $2. What are you up to? What are you grinding? Are you trying to get interviews or what? Let's see. Appreciate you though. Thanks for the gift. Trying to get good at what? Are you like a student or are you experienced? Like, why do you want to get good? Do you have interviews coming up? Are you in college? And Mertizi, how are you trying to learn low level programming? Low level programming is in like C, C++. Currently mid to senior level at Deloitte, but want to get into FANG. You got this, man. It's FANG is doable for anyone. You just need to be able to study for the interview and pass the interview. Landing the interview, you'll eventually get it if you just keep applying, reaching out to people. Oh, you're learning Zig? What the hell is Zig? I always see Primogen talking about Zig. Do Rust? Yeah, everyone's talking about Rust. I was at a restaurant and there's this guy behind me like pitching Rust to a girl he was on a date with. I was dying. I was like, come on now. This is not serious. Anagram. Yo, it'd be like that. At least you know what the pain is like to fail an interview. Now you just gotta lock in. After I failed my first few interviews, I said never again. I'm not failing no interviews no more. I'm done. Okay, that's sick. Yeah, Mortizi, what I'm doing, like I'm gonna get back into projects and stuff. But my main first, I want to see how high of a contest rating I can get. So I'm trying to get to yo Pat, what's up? I'm trying to get to like 2,000 contest rating. 2,000 contest rating is like top three, is like top 2.5%. So if I can get to top 2.5%, and I want to get to expert rating, so I just want to get better at competitive programming. But then after that, I'm good. Like I don't need to get any more crazy than that. Like what happens when you get 2,000 rating? No, it's just like a ranking. Like Pat, you did MMA. Why do you want to be ranked number one in MMA? You want to be the best. Obviously, there's money involved too, but you want to be the best. And how are you gonna say you're the best and you're not even doing competitions? You gotta do programming competitions to get the against the best, and then see how you perform against everybody else, and then push yourself to be better than everyone else too. I just really only have experience with web dev stuff, so I was trying to broaden my skill set before I grinded leak code crazy. Mertizi, what's your goals? Are you trying to switch? Are you ever trying to come to US, work in FANG, startups? I know you just switched companies right now. Do you still plan to do live mock interviews? I mean, I'm down. You need one? But I was thinking I'm gonna come up with my own questions because I was getting so bored of those the leak code questions. Okay. Okay, I got you. I got you. Maybe I'll open it up this weekend for a couple. Bro, I have like two different accounts as the thing. Message me on James Peralta Sweet. What? I thought you just switched. Oh no, you got like up leveled. Damn. No, I see you on LinkedIn, so I know where you're at. All right, we're gonna start today off with a math lesson because we need to get better at math in order to improve. Okay, let's see. Hey James, do you think it's worth mass applying to jobs since I'm graduating this year, or should I hone in to one company I interned at and return offer? You should definitely mass apply. You should definitely mass apply. It's everything's a numbers game at the end of the day, so you need to mass apply. You should try to get that return offer, but also mass apply and get other offers so you have leverage as well. You don't want to just have one offer. And also, if you mass apply, you'll get more interviews at companies and you'll get more experience interviewing at companies. And it's all about just experience at the end of the day. You don't, because in the future, you're going to interview for even bigger companies, even better companies, even more pay. And you want to make sure that when it comes to you, you're able to pass the interview. So I'm doing a full training on like, just sent a DM. Yeah, I'll check my Discord a sec. I know you're trying to do some math, but in your opinion, would discrete math help with leak code? Yes, 100% discrete math helps with leak code. The reason I don't have to really study discrete math, this is more like math, but I don't really have to study discrete math because I did so much discrete math and subjects like that in school. So I feel like I'm pretty strong with discrete math, that kind of thinking. But when it comes to like calculus and some of the other math, I didn't do as many classes. You did okay, let me message you. When wanting to get a job, money. 100%. Where'd you message me? I don't see a message. Just message on general and then I'll add you. I've done hacker rank before. Way too much. Okay, let's look. How do you think AI is impacting new grads in 2026? It's it's increasing the bar when it comes to new grads, as in new grads really need to be able to do more than just a simple, like I think before new grads, essentially like AI could almost replace new grads, so that's why they're hiring less new grads. But if you're really cracked, you're still gonna get a job regardless. What do you know about cybersecurity? I don't know much about it besides securing my own stuff. Can you make money doing cybersecurity in America? Yeah, there's so many jobs in cybersecurity. Oh wait, I just gotta grab something. Everyone, go read this number theory real quick. Be right back. Patrick, there's so many jobs in cybersecurity. There's so much need for cybersecurity. It's obviously a really good field to be in. I wanna learn more about cybersecurity just for myself as well, bro. Cause I almost got hit by a crazy phishing email today. Yo, you got this, Mertizi. Good luck, man. You're grinding on a Friday. It's crazy. Good luck. I don't know what to study to be cracked. I'm a senior uni student studying CS and stats. I want to maximize my chances for sweet jobs. Just silent grinds. Where are you based? How can I crack big tech from a crap state school? Current junior with 2 internships under my belt as a data analyst and a data scientist. Went to a state school because I'm poor. So, oh, you're from DMV? Yeah, what's up, Pat? Give you a good full stack project? Like, Pat, wait, I'll answer this. I'll answer in order. First, I'm gonna get to the guy talking about how do you maximize your sweet jobs, bro. To maximize your sweet jobs, just do a bunch of internships, get good at lead code, do side projects. That's the main way, and keep putting yourself out there, networking. Like, just put yourself in the shoes of somebody hiring someone. If I'm hiring someone, I want to know that they've already built some of the skills so that when they come to my company, they can hit the ground running. Because most, like, I'd rather hire someone who's gonna make a good impact at the company and just elevate the company than somebody who won't. You know what I mean? So you just really have to put yourself out there. I think the playbook to getting cracked is the same playbook as it was 5 years, 10 years ago. But and then for the person who's at a state school, I went to pretty much no name school in Canada as well. It's not one of the top schools, and I was able to break into big tech and startups and stuff like that. It's you really just need to start applying, reaching out to people, spamming people on LinkedIn, spamming projects, getting good at lead code, obviously. So when you get the interview, you're able to pass it. What's ICF? Yo, Patrick. Yeah, dude. Obvi- it's important to it's still important to play video games or find things to do outside of working, but if you feel like you're wasting your time, stop doing it. You know what I mean? Like you know yourself. So if you feel like it's hindering you, it's wasting your time, you're not reaching your full potential and it's making you sad, why keep doing it? Unless you're addicted. I've been addicted to video games too. It's pretty addicting. So Pat, some guy gave advice. Yeah, I was addicted to Fortnite like 6, 7 years back. So Pat, like to work on the best project that you want to work on is a project that people are gonna use. So somebody gave good advice on this recently, where he pretty much said to find the best side project to work on, go talk to 10 people, 10 of your closest friends, and maybe people you want to help. Suppose you know like 5, 10 people. Maybe some of them are running a business. Maybe they're running a shop, like Kevin, for example, or they're like running a non for profit. Build them like a website that solves a problem for them, and then just they can be their first user, and that's way better than just building a random site that for no reason, right? So that's what I would do. I would, if I had to build a personal website, I would look at all the problems I have right now or products that I think should exist, and then I just start building one of them. I'm sure there's something you can think of or an idea that you think is cool. Just try building it and see where you end up. See how like how hard it is to do it, and you'll learn so much from doing that. And you'll be way more motivated than building a random website off a YouTube tutorial. Like me, a lot of my side projects involve like jamesperalta.com. So there's so much that goes into James. There's so much things at jamesperalta.com right now, like hidden features and stuff that I've been playing around with. And I've been playing around with like AI workflows, AI first coding principles, AI design, like authentication, database. Anything I need to try out, I try it out on my website. Yo, Cyclops, what's up, man? Been a minute. It's crazy. Happy New Year. How's life? Where are you working again? Or were you working at MongoDB? You end up getting MongoDB, or you got somewhere else? I've been grinding Codeforces. 6-7. I want to start Lico content for fun. Yo, just if you want to start making content on, you should just start it up. Download. I can show you everything you need to. I can drop a video on everything you need to know to get started as a streamer, get started on YouTube. I can drop a video on my whole setup and just you can get started for less than $200. Bruh. Don't tell me they snaked you. Yeah, yeah, yo, hit me up on this. Yo, actually, yo, tens. You said you what's your rating on Codeforces? Because I'm looking for a coach. So anybody who has higher rating than me, I would like some advice. So message me on LinkedIn, and then I'll give you advice on how to get started streaming, and I'll even hype up your videos and stuff. Yeah, it's all at 6 a.m. for me too. Remember when I was addicted to 2K? Yeah, dude, it's been a struggle. But just sleep early then. Sleep at 10, wake up at 6. It's a grind, but waking up early, it's your mind is so clear in the morning. I love waking up early now. All right. TLE eliminators. Bobo, how you know what TLE eliminators is? Yo, if I ever do mock, I have to do it on the stream. That's usually how it goes. Yo, Cyclops, but like me to lock in more. I just feel like I'm doing courses and yeah, honestly, doing courses. Yeah, yeah. This is what I do though. These are rated. These are not random sheets. These are handpicked by this grandmaster, or he's just a master. But these are really solid questions. All right, let's lock in. Let's lock in. What's your GPA? Bro, I'm not even in school, but my GPA is like a 3.8. I'm gonna be honest, guys, just to see. All right, let's do some coding. Let's put the prompt on this side like it's leak code. We'll work on math after, but let's just handle some questions. I used to game. I don't really game right now. You should put a 3.6 on your G. That's a solid GPA. It's pretty good, honestly. I think most back in the days, most companies required you put your GPA though. That's the thing. Okay, sounds good. I'll add you up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Where would you say, Cyclops? Yeah, yeah. We can talk outside of it, Cyclops. Is React worth learning? 100% React is worth learning. React has made me so much money. React, and it's still Meta uses it. every company's still using React. The funny thing is people told me don't learn React. Like don't focus on web dev, and it's been the best thing I've ever had to focus on. TLE eliminators. It's this guy from India. It's a few people, but they're really good. Pat, you suck at 2K. Silent Grinds, man. I appreciate you. Thanks for always tuning in. And I'm happy you find value out of my stream. Like my main goal is, especially you just started watching early too. As I keep getting better and better, I'm just gonna post everything I learned and how to get better, and like we're all just gonna get good together. Cheating drama where? All right, let's read this question. Like, like Codeforces, maybe. There's probably so much cheaters on Codeforces, bro, but it's all good. I don't really care about that. I just care about grinding. SB, what's up? I just care about how good I can be myself. I want to be able to do the questions on there, and then once I'm able to easily do the questions, if I can just do if I can do leak code questions or leak code contests and solve every single question, I can do Codeforce and solve 80% of the questions. I'm good. I started doing Codeforces probably like a month ago. So I'm still a newbie. Like my rating is trash. I've only done 2 contests. But yeah, I'm at like 752 rating. You do leak courses? Since when I'm into CP or competitive program? Starting now. Starting December. Because I decided I want to get my leak code rating up. So I started doing contests. So you could see it's just been, yeah. I started off the year at 1486 rating, and now I'm at 1679. Yeah, like a mugshot. Well, that'd be funny. I should put a mugshot. All right, let's lock in for this. Let's see what's about. So Artem suggests a game with the girl Oya. There is a list of n arrays where the ith array contains mi greater than 2 positive integers. AI1, AI2, AI. Oya can move at most 1 integer from each array to another array. Note that integers can be moved from one array only once. But integers can be added to one array multiple times, and all the movements are done at the same time. The beauty of the list of arrays is defined as the sum of aij. In other words, for each array, we find the minimum in it and then sum up these values. Okay. The goal of the game is to maximize the beauty of the list of arrays. Help Oya win this challenging game. Okay. Let's think about this a bit. When it starts giving me these weird equations, it messes me up. But like, look at the input. Ah, gotta stretch out. I've been up since like 6. So what is this? So first, we're gonna get num cases. Then, okay, what's the first line? This is the first line is going to be T, obviously. And then the next line is followed by descriptions of the array. Each array consists of two lines. The first line contains a single integer mi, the number of elements in the ith array. Okay. So the first line. Okay. This is number of arrays in the list. Each array consists of two lines. So each array consists of two lines. The first line contains a single integer mi, the number of elements in the ith array. Okay. Okay, these are num elements. Why does it even need to do that? Same here. And then okay, the first line contains mi, then AI1, AI2, the elements of the ith array. Okay. In the first test, we can move the integer 3 from the second array to the first array. Then the beauty is min 1, 2, 3. Okay, what's the first case? Oh, okay. So, dude, that's disgusting. So it's supposed to look like this. 1, 2, 4, 3. So for the first case, we're trying to maximize the min. Okay, what's the beauty of the list of arrays defined as the sum of, for every starting at I equals 1, for each I, the minimum of, okay. Maximize the min of each, or, yeah. Or maximize the minimum. The minimum, if we add up all of the mins of each array. Okay. Okay. I don't think this question doesn't seem that hard, not thinking about it. Can move at most. Okay, let me read over it. Okay. Contains more than 2. Okay. Okay, I get that. So A1, A2. Can move at most 1 integer from each array. Note that integers can be moved from one array only once. But, okay. We'll add it to, but added to one array multiple times. So move at most 1 from each array. Move from one array only once. Okay, so I think all we need to do is Find the array with the smallest find the array with the smallest element. Move the larger element from from all the other arrays into that array. Oh wait. Oh no, that we're trying to. No, that's we wanna try to make each array smaller. Smaller. Make each array as small as possible. Okay, this is a good question. Second move 3. Oh, we're trying to maximize? Okay. Maximize the array. Okay. So I think the best case scenario would be maximize the array. We can only move at most 1. See. Damn. Yo, what's up? Nah, this is a good question. Could you solve it off the top? So I think let's look at the test case. For sure, we're gonna move 3 because we can increase this. I'm wondering if we could just do a greedy. Try to increase each array. Let's look at test case 2. Oh no, we're trying to maximize the min. Okay, like let's look at the test case 2. So we're pretty much given this. So each array will give up their min. We want to maximize that value. So we want to increase the min in each array. Increase the min in each array. If so maybe sort each array, Suppose we have each array sorted. We have like 1, 2, 3, 4. So I want to give away. If I give away my min here, so there's multiple options here. I can give my 1 here. If I can give my 1, but then the answer here would only be 3. Yo, Alpha, what's up, man? Working on some Codeforces. How's your week? Alpha, how do you pump out so much videos but still work? Are you still grinding at work or are you chilling? What'd they say? Dude, you're a machine, man. You're actually a machine. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, how would I maximize this? Yo, V, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. What are you up to? Are you a student? Been here since less than 1K? Yeah, I remember you. You published with a guy. Damn. Met a dev who also did a lot of like Swift internals and stuff. Was fun. Nice, bro. That's keep it up. Keep the networking up. You're pretty talkative at work, or are you pretty heads down, or are you more social? I guess you're pretty social because you be dropping videos. New grad type, figuring out the market. Unfortunately, I'm one of the people who didn't do anything and is now stressing. Yeah, force yourself, bro, man. Like, see. Yeah, the market, what I would say is like the market is improving a little bit, so there's still hope. I know a lot of new grads still getting like interviews and stuff, so just keep grinding, honestly. You got this. I have a referral tested, but I don't know if I should prepare for a specific role or what to do. Probably just try to get a referral if you took software engineering, try to get a referral at like a SWE job. So let's try to understand this. When we give element away, it increases my array to the next greatest element. Man, that guy's cracked. Damn, they're going crazy over there at Apple. But it also shrinks. Let me time this. Shrinks the next smallest. Shrinks. It also, it might also shrink who you send the element to. So what's this case? Yeah, there's just so much smart people. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, coming from a smaller, that's the one thing. The one thing about working at a large company that I like is there's so much people doing so much different things. So you're just seeing so much people trying different things out. Whereas at a small company, you kind of you just see what other people are doing, and it's like there's way less exposure. Yeah, yeah. So you like working at big tech over startup or what? So if I give five away, if I give a five away, this will increase to seven, but this will minus one. So I can give. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I actually work. I like working at a big company, but I definitely learned way more working at a small company. Big company is more. Yeah, exactly. So if I give five away here, I'll increase by two, but I'll drop by one. So the delta is one. If I give over here, I'll actually increase by two. Oh, okay. Okay. If I give six over to here, okay, maybe the strat is everyone try to give it away. Everyone try to give smallest away without increasing someone else's. Oh no, but like if I give six here. Yeah. I like working in any company, honestly. But yeah, there's so much to do, but would you rather do YouTube or you like working and then talking about or just doing leak code on the side for YouTube? Like how do you enjoy now that your channel's taking off, how do you enjoy the YouTube stuff? Do you think it's something that you could do fully? Yeah, I wouldn't want to do. The main reason the main reason I even do YouTube is just so that if I start a company or build my own products, I'll just have people to talk to, and it's just you just have your own distribution other than like actually having to figure out the marketing and stuff. I think marketing and stuff it's going to be way less effort for me now because I'm so used to it. Cuz building that muscle. Yeah, yeah. Dude, how did I solve this question? The hell? Because the thing is, there's some dependencies. That's what's tripping me out. There's dependencies because if we one, it might increase. So we can't give somebody a number that's gonna make it increase. Because we're limited by the second smallest. We're limited by the second smallest. But we can make somebody's decrease by giving them a number smaller than their second smallest. So I think everyone try to give their smallest away to someone whose second smaller is greater than equal to their smallest, right? But what if there's people left? What if there's somebody who's smallest doesn't can't give away? So what if we have, because I have two, or what if we have one, two, if yeah, like does greedy works? You should know how to build data structures from scratch. I would say it's not really. The thing with lead code in general is you need to be able to come up with an idea and then implement it. I think one thing that people struggle with is implementation also. So just the more things you are able to implement from scratch, if you can come up with any idea and implement it, you're gonna be solid at lead code because then you only need to focus on one thing and is figuring out the problem. Because some people could even figure out the problem, but then they can't implement it, it looks bad. So yeah, it's good for knowledge. Sort by smallest, and everyone gives away their smallest to the guy to the left. Okay, let's look at the test cases. So we get 5, 7. Okay, we'll sort it like this. Pseudo, what's up, man? 2, 9. Yeah, building it from scratch helps a lot. I like building it from scratch to just learn. Give the one to the left. Everyone just gives their smallest to the one to the left. Alpha, I don't know if that works. Because suppose this number was like a million, right? So we just need if the best thing is if this guy would free his up, and then nobody would give them his, right? If we can free this guy up, what I would do is I would to free this guy up, I would pass him to 2. I would say I would definitely free this guy up. I would pass 2 here. Do we need to add it up? Overcomes. Okay. The integers can be moved from the but integers. Okay, all movements. So essentially, we have the ability to either move 2. We have the ability to move this, this, and this. So definitely I'd move 2 because that's going to increase mine by a lot. And I'd move it to the one that would have the if I move it to 6, yeah, I would move the 2 here if I got to choose. And then I had the chance to move the 5 and the 6 still. Well, if I move the 5 and the 6, I can't really move the 5. But then if I move the 6, I'll just move the 6 here. And I'll get 8. So the best result would be like the million plus 2 plus 6. Yeah, so that's the one thing. So that's why I was thinking of that we need to calculate the delta of what happens if we were to move it. So I think maybe we can do a greedy where we choose the one that will choose the one that will increase. Yeah, you can only move everything out at once. So yeah, what I'm thinking is we start off with all the arrays sorted, and then we just need to then we need to pick like, are we gonna move this or not? The thing is, what we can do is we can always move them though if the second smallest element is smaller than the if it's greater or equal to the second smallest element in each array because it will never affect the result. Because the maximum that you can get from each array is the second smallest element. That's the best you can do. So if we move into array, oh hell no, I'm sticking to leak code. But the reason we're doing this is because we want to get good at leak code. Faster. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Move all the mins out. Okay, we'll move all the mins out. And then now we need to move them somewhere. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If we move all the mins out, that definitely gives us the max result. But we need to redistribute. Move it. Yo, Alpha, it's just because we're just new to this type of question. Once we start doing more questions, we're gonna destroy it. Alpha, you should try this out. I think you're gonna do good in it. Alpha, why don't you do the contest on LeetCode too? You're gonna get up ratings so high, and it's pretty fun. Like I already did it a few times. I'm already ranked like 14%, top 14%. I feel like it'll help with your channel too, with like clout. You'll be like, yo, this guy rated like 2,000. Cause you've done so much questions. I'm curious to see what your rating would get up to. We should do it together, man. Alpha, let's grind this year. Me and you get to 2,000 elo on LeetCode, and you should try to get to Codeforces Grandmaster. I believe in you. I think you could do it. But I know you have so much other stuff that you're working on. Move it. So I think smallest. Move it to the one with the. Okay, I think yeah. You should do Codeforces, man. Like let's get into competitive programming, cause yo Alpha, dude, the competitive programming market is ready for the taking. Like there's so many people do like lead code content, and you've already dropped 1,000 videos on that. I already dropped like 500 videos on that. But with the competitive programming, the only people making content in that space is TLE eliminators, and I love their content. The content is amazing. After every Codeforces question, I'll be watching their videos. They get so much engagement because they're the only ones who could actually drop content, because they're the only ones who could actually solve these questions. Yeah, I think we just pull them out and drop it to the one with the small second. So that's a good way to think about it. So if we have like one, two, pull out the largest or pull out the smallest. This minimum one has to go somewhere. We're gonna move the minimum one back into here. Oh, we just only care about the minimum. We don't even we just care about the minimum. Yeah, Colin Gallon is sick. See, that's what I'm trying to do. Bro, I'm just trying to get really good at Codeforces and LeetCode in general, and then just keep making videos. Cause I think it's not easy to get to that. So I think this year I'm focusing on getting better at algorithms. That's my main practice. I wanna see how good I can get. And then once I have that steady, I'll work on other stuff. Yeah, Neil Wu. There's just you never know. You never know, Alpha. You never know what you can get to. You've done so many questions. I'm sure you'll get a really good rating. So let's follow the strategy here. We're gonna remove the smallest one out of here. So we're gonna remove. So we're gonna sort each one. So we can get 5. Alpha man, let's just do it together. Let's just do some contest, and then after the contest we can discuss it. We can go live. We can help people like understand it, and then let's just see where we get to. Imagine we're both grandmasters. How do I plan to get better at algorithms? Dude, this right here. Learning math. I'm focusing on math right now because that's sort of my bottleneck. I can solve algorithms, but it's more like some of the mathematical intuition. But it's just day by day, you just work, get better, get better. So let's do is the best that it can do. Then put it here. 10, 19, 19. All right, yo. Okay. So okay, that's the solution. Thanks, Alpha. How do I plan to get better at algorithms? I'm gonna drop a video on this, but I actually dropped my first leak code discuss on it. So I dropped the article and I'll explain it, but I'm gonna be blogging how how I get to expert. So I'm talking about how like right now I'm just establishing a baseline. And then and then after I establish a baseline, I'm gonna see all of my weak points and then focus on those. Another good way to see what your weak points is if you go to like online interview here. So I could see where I need improvement and I'm just gonna do targeted practice. So I think the main thing is obviously doing as many questions as possible, but I want to do questions that are gonna challenge me, questions that are harder than what I could actually do, and then do targeted practice on weak points. Yeah, number theory stuff like that. But let's get it. It's a grind, but it's gonna be worth it. So it's gonna be worth it at the end of the day. When me and Alpha are both grandmasters, it's gonna be the best feeling. Then we'll be like at all the ICPC contests. We don't even need to like we can watch it. So if once I can understand those questions, I'm gonna start watching ICPC contests. What's StarCraft? Oh yeah, yeah. Man, see you know what it's like to grind. Okay, let's get this input. Are you Russian? Or you oh no, you're Ukrainian. Yeah. But you were there during like Soviet maybe. Nice. Yeah. Russians are smart, man. A lot of the people doing Codeforces are from Russia. A lot of the notes are in Russian. Yo, what's up, man? Yo, Alpha, thanks for helping me solve this question. I wouldn't have solved that without you. Let's see. Line. Like that intuition was good. Pull all them out because that maximizes, and then like just toss them all in one. But toss them into the one with the smallest. Yeah, you got that 1K rating. Alpha man, I really hope you get into Code Forces like actual like doing the contest. I don't know if waking up at 6:30 is too a good rating is if you're 1600 rating, you're gonna be higher than most people. Yeah, I don't know if 6 is too early, but 6:30 a.m. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what time you sleep. Give you advice on solving leak code questions as a beginner. Yeah, 6:30 is early. But if you're interested, there's a Div 4 competition. So that's literally the lowest div. So since you're first starting, you're gonna be able to do it. Do Div 4 contest, and you could probably solve at least half the questions, even more. And then your rating will automatically be probably over 800. You- Of course, you can smurf Div 4 because you're not even ranked at all right now, right? Yo, Ruben, what's up, man? Like, you're not ranked, so they don't know. I was smurfing Lico contest a little bit. Yeah, you have no rank. Like, my rating has just been going up the whole time, but soon it's gonna flatline hard, and I'm gonna hit a wall, and I'm gonna have to figure it out. So, how do you get good at leak code as a beginner? I have a whole video on this. Find it. Like, the reason I made this video on how to get good at leak code is to answer this question. It's all about you got to get your fundamentals down. Okay, for yo, I'm down, man. I got you, man. I'm down. Let's start a Codeforces community and build together. Let's take over that market, that competitive programming market. Honestly, doing Codeforces helps you think way more clearly. And anytime I have to solve a hard problem at work, I'm not even worried because I've already solved harder questions. I'm gonna learn C++. Um, is it true for Codeforces? If is it true Codeforce prepares you for quant or something along those lines? Is that in your future? Maybe I'll go for quant one day. I need to learn more low level stuff, but I'd be down. If I I never really applied for quant, but I'm sure I can probably like fox an interview at one of them. Arrays dot append. Array. But we only care about the mint element equals. in element print. Yeah, I was watching a video on TLE eliminators on how to get expert at Codeforces, and he said one of the main things is improving your implementation skills. That means like if you see an idea or you see an algorithm, you should be able to implement it. And that's actually not trivial. So that's why you just need to practice implementation. And once you have good implementation skills, that translates directly to good implementation skills at your job as well. I that's what I think. Why is that index up? Oh. People don't say you ever do DSA on a job. We have a LRU cache in the repo and it's crazy complicated rate limiter a guy built himself. Yeah. My even at my current role, like we work the like our main product is literally a tree that you have to essentially do a dike just to get to the leaf nodes. It's pretty funny. 241. Do you learn system design? You learn a lot of system design working, but then you also need to deliberately study because most of the time you're not going to touch some of those like they're going to ask you design Tinder, design Uber. You'll know how to do some of it obviously if you making design documents at work, but I mean, you'll never have to design Ticketmaster unless you're working at Ticketmaster. So you kind of have to study it as well because there's like every single system has its own complications. Equals. All right, it's looking good. It's looking good. Come on, please. Grab some water. Let's go. Accepted. Solved. Let's see what the actual solution was. I've never heard of atomic int in my life. What is that? To increase the answer for each array separately is necessary to move the minimum to another array. Then notice that it's optimal to move all minimums to one array. Let's figure out which array. After moving the minimum from an array, the second minimum in the original array becomes a new minimum. Then it's easy to notice that it is optimal to move all the minimum arrays to the one with the smallest second minimum. Why does it keep saying it's easy to notice? Like that's actually easy to notice. Isn't that a bit condescending? Yeah. What's the code? It's easy, bro. It's easy. Okay, let's lock in on more questions. And then we got the contest tomorrow. When's the next contest? So we're gonna do the contest in the morning and the afternoon tomorrow. So we're gonna do the one in 10 hours. So I probably gotta sleep in 2 hours. And then I'm gonna stream right after, so we can talk about it. Do like talk about it and probably just do more math questions or something. Then gonna take a break. How do you do in Nico concept? I don't I don't usually I usually solve the first three questions, 2 to 3 questions, but it all depends on the difficulty. But for example, on the last one, I solved the first 3 questions in 31 minutes, but I got a incorrect attempt. So that ranked me 3,600 out of 37, which is around like top 10%, like top 9, like around 9%. So usually I'm ranking around there, top 10. I'm usually in the top 10%. But there's cheaters and stuff too. But I never solved all questions yet. But I'm pretty fast at implementation. So I'll finish the first 2 to 3 questions very, very fast. And then I can't really solve the rest. But honestly, I noticed that a lot of the cheaters get caught. Damn, it's crazy. Yo, Alpha, what made you want to do so many leak code questions? Bro, it was pretty much like my YouTube blew up out of nowhere. It blew up from coding interviews, and Alpha sees it right now. His thing is blowing up. But oh, you're actually just learning. It kind of just blew up out of nowhere. I mean, I can show you my graph, bro. So this is 2000. So yeah, dude, Alpha does better. The coding interviews better than me because this guy is just better. So I think when he gives people advice, people like it. Let's see. January. Where am I? Yo, I started YouTubing in around like October. Yeah, dude, Alpha's last video is just going crazy right now. Alpha's doing numbers. Y'all watch Alpha's videos? I'll show you one of his videos. But woo, Alpha, yo, your subs are growing fast. So Alpha has a video in just 7 days. It has 22K. It has 22K.
So first, let's kind of get the difference.
It has 22K views, which is good. But look at the comments. 787 comments. 787 likes. That means people actually like the content. And you could see everyone, so many comments, like over 100 comments. So this video, I hope it just keeps blowing up. I think it should keep going up, but you never know. Uh, Let's see. I think it can get to like over 100 by the end of the month. We'll see. Yeah. Alpha's mock interviews are sick, and he just keeps dropping more. That was a lean no hire, but no, Alpha's actually the nicest interviewer because he'll give you good feedback, and then he'll, bro, just like go watch
How
his
we sort of
videos. Like
in the
he
one course,
look
those courses.
look at his detailed notes, and at the end he gives the person really good advice, and I think that's why everyone likes his video. But you're asking me my YouTube growth, bro. The first 100 subs were the hardest subs to get. Yeah. The his notes are crazy. Oh, sorry, I need to move. Bro, this guy's overbooked. Alpha, just don't burn out. So I started YouTubing. Somebody asked me how my growth was. I started YouTubing at around October 31. And then you could see for the first month, it took me a month to get to 100 subs, essentially. Literally took me a month. And then in December, I got up to 400. So it took me like 300. And then in January, it started popping off, mostly just because I had one viral video. Wait, yeah. It was just like one video kind of went viral. Yeah. But yo, Alpha, like now that your one of your videos is blowing, yeah, then you just skyrocket. It really, like I'll show you the video that I dropped in order to actually like pop off my YouTube. So, but honestly, I can't reproduce this growth anymore. My growth has slowed down a lot. But like when these three videos were, the thing is these videos were going viral all at the same time. So while these videos were going viral, I was pretty much posting every single day too. So once they watch one of my videos, they can get recommended to another video, and then they could get like watch a few videos. So yeah, it's been hard for me to find another like video like this that's gonna pop off, but hopefully we run into one soon. But my main thing was that I just wanted to post as many videos as possible. Oh yeah, you're this one. Which one? The meta one? These are real too. Like I was actually hanging. Like the way that I grew my channel is the same way Alpha's growing his channel too. Just keep posting videos, and then one of them is gonna hit. Like you don't know what's gonna hit. You don't know what's in the market, and when one of them hits, you just double down, triple down, quadruple down on it. So yeah, for some reason those mock interviews hit. People want to see you do live questions, and I've actually met people in person who ran into me and they said they enjoy my content. because they want to see how people solve stuff in real time. So when you're doing a mock interview, what like when I'm going through the mock interview myself on these videos, or when I'm asking someone a mock interview, they get to see the thought process, and that's different than what they would get. So that's why people decided to follow, and that's why people are watching Alpha's new videos too, is because they're getting to see the thought process and the different candidates. They get to follow. It's a fun way to follow along and watch somebody solve a question, and then you get to see how somebody is graded by an actual FANG engineer who does these interviews all the time. All right, let's do some questions. Got a little sidetrack. Let's see, but everyone go follow Alpha. Yeah, it sees where you stack up, right? But I'm gonna do, yeah, dude, because Alpha also done coding interviews, also has put his own money into other coding interview platforms, so he knows what it's like to interview with them, and then he's probably doing a better job. Like, you probably got the rubric and stuff. I mean, you probably didn't copy them, but you saw what rubric that they had, and then you figured out one that is good for you. He has already done that. Yeah. So Terang, the also the other thing too with my channel and how it blew up is that basically because I changed the title of my of the video. I have like a video of this happening. I have a video of this happening in real time too. So essentially, this first video, it was first the video was titled like I take on a phone screen, right? And it didn't do any numbers. It literally went like a week with no numbers. And then when I changed it to senior software engineer takes on a meta phone screen, it automatically started blowing up. Like I even have video proof of it. So it was pretty much the title that made this one blow up, and the rest is history. Honestly, I didn't find adding. Well, I haven't really tried adding like the company I work at, but obviously, if you put your title as staff engineer does a metaphone screen or something, it's gonna get a ton of views. Or Codeforces Grandmaster. That's also why I'm grinding to Grandmaster. All right, let's get it. Monsters. All right, we're gonna work through this next question. Is Hello Interview the best for system design? Hello Interview is great for system design. It's been honestly, I was one of the early adopters of Hello Interview because they only started posting videos a year ago, and that's when I was switching jobs, like or a year and 5 months ago. So before Hello Interview, oh, it's because the title. Why you click? See, exactly, the title works. So the main reason, like before that, there's all these Alex Zoo books. I would say don't just focus on Hello Interview though. Read, for example, if you want to learn how to design a newsfeed, read Hello Interviews, and then go read Alex Zoo's Byte Byte Go version. Go on YouTube. People have good. There's everyone does it in different ways, and then just build your own understanding of what's the best one. Yo, Cheetak, what's up? Is paying for mocks the best only way to confirm? Dude, I can run a system design on you for free and tell you if you're good or not. But this is what I would say. You can run mocks on yourself. So literally open up Excalidraw, right? Put a timer on. Be like design newsfeed. Spend an hour designing a newsfeed. Come up with the requirements. Come up with the API design, database design, high level design. Like deep dive into a couple areas you think they'll ask, right? Spend about an hour on that. If by the end of the hour you can have good requirements, you have an API design that works, you have a database design, you have a high level design, you have all of these and you deep dive with a couple places, you're probably going to at least be considered for the job. And then just look at your design and start to see where it breaks down and try to improve areas as well. Like you can run mock interviews on yourself. That's the one thing that I feel like people are always think that you can't do a mock interview on yourself because there's no such thing like leak code. But just open up Excalidraw, put design newsfeed, design Ticketmaster, design etc., and then just see where you get, and then compare it with other people's solutions on the internet. Okay, let me stretch real quick, and then we're gonna get to this question. 1 minute break. Y'all can pre-read the question, but don't give me no hints until I get stuck. Yo, Caesar in the building. What's up? What's up? Yeah, honestly, when I got how I think I got good at system design by just running mocks on myself and running mocks with friends too. Sometimes I would, if I was in person with some of my friends, like Caesar, for example, we just like whiteboard a system design question, debate about it, and that's also a fun way. Obviously, if you can do it with friends, it's better. But you could always interview yourself, and you should always like actually focus on doing them yourself. Don't just keep reading because then you'll never apply. Oh, Patrick's about to graduate. Patrick's about to graduate, and he has a job as a Node.js developer, but we're gonna train him up for lead code. Yo, and John could actually solve basic lead code questions now, which is interesting. Yo, Alpha, how would you say to get good at math, the math questions? Should I just actually do questions or should I do some targeted reading, like reading this, going through this, and then doing like some basic math questions? I see. But do okay. Where did I do the past math competitions? Okay. Yo, how do you guys feel about ChatGPT releasing ads? Is it this? And then where do I go? Oh, okay. I've heard of this alchemist. Oh, okay. I just haven't registered yet. Can you give me a roadmap of the concepts that I should learn for Codeforces? What do you think your rating would be if you actually did? Like give me what if I want to yeah, so if I want to get to just like pupil level, I want to get to pupil. Like what match should I learn? I see. Damn, okay, I need to grind the math. But I done these three questions on my own, and this one I was getting the intuition, and then Alpha gave it to me, like the last part too. So I think what I have like some intuition. I'm not coming from. I've done math courses before. I'm not coming like from nothing. Okay, let's do this. Monocarp is playing yet another computer game, and yet again his character is killing some monsters. There are n monsters numbered 1 to n, and the ith of them has AI health initially. Monocarp's character has the ability that deals K damage to the monsters with the highest current health. If there are several of them, the one with the smaller index is chosen. If the monster's health becomes less than or equal to 0 after Monocarp uses ability, then it dies. Monocarp uses all his ability until all monsters die. Your task to determine the order in which monsters will die. Oh, this sounds like a heat problem. Yeah, it's like a heat problem. Yo, tens. When you watch me, where do you think I'm lacking? Like when you're watching me think through the problems, where do you see I can improve? Or is it in the math? Is it the implementation? Is it like the greedy? So I think we could just use a heap. Oh, okay. Yo, you're in school? Okay, we just push it in a min heap. We can just use a heap. What grade are you in again? So push. We're gonna use max heap. Pop out max. Deals K damage to this monster with the highest health. Okay. Yeah, this is just a heap question. Yo, Alpha. Alpha's still there? Nice. Is Paul in here? Yo, Paul's in here, but he's not saying nothing. Yo, Alpha. I'm starting to stream more in the mornings because like 50% of my audience is in India. But it's just funny, like everyone knows you too now. So like those like if I mention Alpha Code, people like these random guys from India actually know you too. But yeah, like I'm starting to stream earlier in the mornings because people from India um log in around that time, and usually they're the people who like lead code the most. Do you find that most of the people booking with you are from India or no? Oh, they're like, yo, I saw you talking on James's thing, and I didn't know you had your own YouTube. You did a mock. You did a mock on the guy. Oh, I see. Did you post it? Yeah, we could maybe do this as a bubble sort. One, two, three, four, five. So we deal K. So this becomes three. We can just like swap four, three. Say when we suppose K is equal to two, right? What we can do is we can chop this by three and swap it. Then we get K equals five. Or this becomes wait. Suppose K equals two. We can chop this by three and swap it. So this becomes four and this becomes three. Right, right. Nah, I'm pretty sure we need a heap. I think the heap makes the most sense. It's sorted. So why do you say sort? Oh no. No, it's like I did try sorting it. Suppose we have one, two, three, four, five, right? But we also need to maintain their relative distance. Or sorry, their index. Yeah, it says the one with the smaller index. This one k equals 2. Yo, you got this, man. I guess we can just like drop and then no, I'd rather use a heap. I mean, like the heap is just right there. Um, the heap would be like, yeah, like I definitely know the heap is gonna work though. That's the thing. So I don't want to overcomplicate it. Like the heap literally takes a few seconds to implement, right? But like, I'm curious on your approach though. I don't see a way that. Well, I guess I can think about it after implementing this. Implement a heap here. Push onto the heap. Heap. Wow. So, while heap actually has element, we're gonna do heap dot pop. Say, uh, parent equals and index. current equals current -1, current minus equal k, if current less than equal to greater than 0, then we're gonna push it back in. Pop. Yeah, take a look. Take a look and like let me know, because if there's a better approach, I'm down. You need to learn to type faster. That's also one thing that will help you get your rating up. Really? Okay. Wait, I can't even get this to work. What? Two. Damn. Yeah, I have to do the optimization. Two. What? He's tweaking. Bug. Largest 3 at 2. What? Oh. In should equal the 1 here. Would it break? Oh my god. I read the input in wrong. I'm so confused. There you go. Let's see if this TLEs. But yeah, what we can do is like, so look at the next largest 2 and just subtract it to less than that. Oh no, but then they'll all just start decreasing by. Well, this is like some math. I think this is some math. Suppose we have. And then we're gonna be chopping K. Right. Yeah. Is it as easy as like, since we're chopping K? So the first one less than and equal to K, starting from the greater than, these get chopped. Starting from, if we reverse these, right? And then what's left? We're left with like these. Yeah, alpha's the goat. And then we're gonna chop off another K. Let's try submitting this real quick. And let's see how it turns out. Let me stretch my eyes. I need to go get some eye drops right after this. So because I'm gonna be streaming like crazy tomorrow. Were you able to get it? Were you able to land the job? And Harp, man, Thanks for tuning in and watching. I genuinely enjoy solving questions and doing algorithms. So the fact that you come in and watch my videos, it helps support me to continue doing algorithms for a living essentially. So thank you for watching. Time limit. Wait to hear back, but honestly, I think leak code wasn't hard, but it was a lot of system design. It's so funny. Leak code wasn't hard, but it's heaps. You can see there's been inflation because heaps is not easy. Yo, I need a Herman Miller chair. If anyone is selling a Herman Miller chair in SF, hit me up. Okay, let's just think about this conceptually. Say, suppose we're trying to cut this. If we're trying to cut the largest, if we're trying to cut the largest, then it's gonna be this order. So I think, oh yeah, it might be like a binary search. Suppose we have this, right? And then we just add another k to it. So we start here, right? Start at left and right pointers. We find the place where it cuts it off, and then we just print those out in order. Yo, Harp, have you seen Alpha's videos? Which video have you been watching? Yeah, I'll check it out. So I think we can binary search on the value. Or first, let's try with K, right? And then that will reduce some sort of K here. And then we can double K, right? And then have the bounds here. And then we just binary search and then print in order from right to left the other ones. Or what's the multiple of K? Or we can figure out the multiple of K. So this is, suppose these are just like one multiple of K. All the ones that are under a multiple of 2. So the ones that are a multiple of 2. Yeah, I think it's just like mod theory. So suppose that we can figure out how many times this gets divided by 2. Yo, Bloomberg just asked the same questions over and over, huh? Alpha, maybe your video is really popping off too because Bloomberg is doing all their interviews right now too. Yo, man, Alpha, run a mock on me. I'm trying to capitalize on this too. I haven't seen a leak code video go viral in a while. We need to do one where you run a mock interview on me. I don't know, maybe like a Bloomberg. Be like meta engineer takes on a Bloomberg interview and let's see if it pops. Let's see. Yeah, I don't even know. Say this is 2. 2. 1, 2. Oh, yo, this is a mod. This is a mod question. So 2 divided, how much times does 2 divide this? Like once, or 0 times with a remainder of 1. And then we just kind of group them. How many times does mod divide this? 2. This divides this by 1 and 1. What's 3 mod? 3 divided by 2 is 1. 4. This is 2. And this is 2. With a remainder of 1. And then we just sort these by their index. And then we sort each one by like their value and their index. Or for each group, we just go like this. Is that true? So this is index 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's look at a problem. Let's look at an actual problem. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It goes down by 2. 1, 2, 3. Goes down by 2. Right? So this is divisible by 1. This is this is the I feel like we just have to go like 2, 1, and then 3. I feel like I get the intuition. I just had to 2, 3, 5, 8. And then we're reducing 2, 3, 5, and 8. We're reducing by 3 every time. So we're gonna knock off like 3, then 2. All right. How much times does so this will go down. So suppose we had 3 here, right? So what's 3? So 3 can divide this. So it'll take it'll take 0 here. How many times will it take here? It would take 2. How many times will it take here? 3. So yeah, we just sort by its divisor. So it go 3, or so it would go 1, 0, 1, or 2, 1, and it'll go like if there's multiple 2s, we go by their index. Okay, this will take 2. Have a good weekend, man. Have a good weekend. 2, 1, 3, 4. 3, 1, 2. Why would 3 go down first? We cut this. and then we cut and then we cut it to 2. We cut this to 5. Then we can choose any of this. This will cut to 2. I need a hint. Yeah, we're checking that already. What happens when health is a multiple of K? So all these get wiped out, right? This is not a multiple of K. What's your ceiling divide? What, Alpha, explain again. What was the ceiling divide? This actually goes like this one goes down first. 3, 1. It goes number divided by K. So what's 2 divided by 3? This equals 1. This equals 1. This equals 2. What does this equal? 3? I tried that. That won't work because it'll output. Yeah, because this is actually the first one to go. But why? So we take the largest and we remove it. Now it's 5. Right. Then we have to remove this one and then it goes to 2. Let's see how it progresses. How this progresses. So why does 3 go down first? So we have 2. We have 8. We have 3. We have 5. Oh, because so we say this index 1, this 2, this index 3. What's the answer? Oh, okay, it might work. It might work. What am I saying? 3, 1, 2, 4. Yeah, yeah. Because sorry, I mixed it up because we sorted and we sorted it and then it mixed it up. But essentially, what we can do is we can sort this so it maintains the relative order. Like this. Yeah. So these would drop first. Yeah. Yo, bro, what's up, man? I'm good. How about you? These will drop first. Oh yeah, I think we could just take like the multiple. So what's like how many multiples is this? 0 multiples. How many multiples? This is at least 1 multiple. This is at least 2 multiples. So it'd go, and then you just on each one, you just go by index. Or for each, like maybe we can have a hash map where we have the multiple. Like we sort by 3 keys, the multiple. Because the ones with the lowest multiples will go down first. But like, height. Damn, man. Lay off some synopsis. That sucks. Were you working on synopsis? Okay, let's get the second hint. Let's get the second hint. Yeah, so these, like, we can knock off anything underneath. I think we talked about that. Your legend. Okay. By mod, though. Two. So 2. This would be 2. Okay. Damn, I need to study our app. All right. I kind of need to look over this. I think this question is one that I need to actually sit down and think about it real quick. I guess what you said makes sense there, Alpha, but yeah, I don't want to burn myself out because I had to wake up early for a contest. But I'm gonna sit down and work that out, and we're gonna come back on it with a fresh mind because we already been shooting for 2.5 hours. But thanks for tuning in, y'all. I'll catch y'all after like tomorrow around like 8:30 after the contest. We're gonna discuss the solutions to the bi-weekly league code contest. Peace out. Have a good night. Thanks for tuning in, Alpha. Thanks as always for helping me out. Yo, everyone, go watch Alpha's videos. It's popping off right now. Share this guy's channel real quick. Yeah, I got you, man. I got you. But if you need advice though, Alpha's doing a lot of coding interviews. So he has one video right now doing really well called mock. Yo, everyone go drop a like on this video if you haven't already. Nah, man. I don't need to do I don't like doing resume advice either, but I'll do whatever people need help on the most. I want to do system design, but everyone go watch this video because you're gonna see. This is bro. I'm not a resume expert. This is a really good video. People are getting a lot of value off it because I'm pretty, like he just gave good advice on it. But everyone go watch this video. Alpha Code. All right, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.
This is not my main thing, really I'm a coder. Coffee stains and nimble chains, I'm a loner. San Francisco bases got me slowly taking over. I can't wait to show you that I'm gonna take it over. Lico, beast mode, 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 Lico, beast mode. This is not my main thing, really I'm a coder. Coffee stains and nimble chains, I am such a loner. San Francisco bases got me slowly taking over. I can't wait to show you that I'm gonna take it over. Lico, beast mode, Lico, beast mode, Lico.